clear at all. So we thought hundreds of thousands of people were going to be, moved out of Turkey into the EU to their families, but that wasn't what happened at all. It was very misleading, the information that they gave us around that time.
Okay. Well, yeah, so, this illustrates it's a very complicated situation on all sides, and at each level of integration and dealing with the crisis, you have a lot of different logistical issues to solve that it seems like on the ground, actually, grassroots organizations and organizations that develop like Hope Cafe, like Orange House, like these, like Pamphyraki, are pretty efficient, in terms of meeting the needs of the groups and being versatile and flexible. And
we work hard on coordination and sharing knowledge and meetings, and information is knowledge, and we work really hard at supporting each other and helping each other in that way.
And when it gets up to those higher levels of coordination, it seems like there's definitely some disconnect between what people perceive is needed and what's implemented. And you begin to see the kind of fractions that exist in social opinion and I guess social opinion might be the only word that I'm trying to use there. So, what's to come? What do you think will happen?
What I don't want to happen is for these camps that are being created in Greece being called pre-departure camps, where literally Greece has decided certain countries they will not even accept over the border. They will go straight into these pre-departure camps while they wait to be deported. We don't want that to happen, and there's people working really hard to try and stop that from happening. Another issue that we're having at the moment is that they're not registering anybody for asylum. They're coming and being put into a camp if they come through the land border, and receiving paperwork that says they will be deported in 1 month. We need people to fight for these people's human rights, and bring attention to the situation. That something has got to give, because we've got to help these people. We've got to help them. The European countries have got to put systems in place in those countries to help refugees and families, and not just send money and think that they don't have to do any more.
You want more oversight from the EU.
People, what kind of world are we living in with no hope? This is so hopeless. These are genuinely, traumatized people, and people who their human rights are not recognised. What is the point of having a list of human rights if they mean nothing? It's a law. They're a law. If we stop trusting the law, implementing the law, and changing the law without permission, where does that stop worldwide? We all just decide to do what we want? Governments, this is their job to make sure that the people that work for them do not break the law, and that they are followed by a legal system with a justice outcome if they do break the law. It comes down to very simple things to me. I do believe in the law in general. I do believe that we would be in chaos without law, without a justice system. I'm not, university educated, and maybe I do see things in very simple, naive ways, but there is much more that can be done. First of all, we need to believe in humanity. You can